Ma chérie, I found a fantastic piece of land for an event center on the Loire. Chateau everywhere, so beautiful. Jane?
What? Oh, I know. And I'd love that.
So we stick to the plan, yes?
Yeah. Just not sure that I can leave Olivia right now. I can't put my finger on it. Did you notice anything odd with Erwin?
Only that she was young and in love.
And always writing in that flipping diary. I don't suppose you've seen it anywhere, have you?
Do you know what I think? I think it's about time that you put yourself first, for once.
Right, Sheila, now's our chance. I'm sorry, my darling. I've got to get on.
Monty, hi. I've brought the Reverend Bloxby. Just wanted to check you're both okay. Thought perhaps you might need to talk. Can we come in?
Maybe we should go for a walk.
Yes. Be good to get you out of the house.
No, thank you. Not really in the mood.
Of course.
That's okay. Just a thought. Go!
What is it?
Cramp. I had a late night. I think I need to rehydrate.
Well, let me get you some water.
Where from? Ancombe spring water, perhaps?
I'm not sure. I think there might be some in the living room.
That's great. Super. Most kind.
It's me. I've got nothing. Nada. Although... Gotta go. Agatha, it's Jane. Meet me at the Go Nuts site in 10 minutes.
Jane? Hello? Jane, where are you?
Oh, come on, then, answer the phone.
So, Jane Walters asked me to meet her at the Go Nuts site. Why?
Because she'd found the diary?
She definitely had it with her. Maybe someone could have got to her first.
Well, I've asked Bill to check her phone. Right, suspects. Who have we got? Number 1, Fiery Karim Khan.
Oh, he's run more restaurants than I've had hot dinners. All across the county, he starts them up and then he moves on to the next one.
Right, well, we need to find out where he was when Jane Walters was killed. Suspect number 2, Paul Abbasi, seemed like a decent enough chap when I eventually pinned him down, quite literally. Clearly not over Erwin, and we know he was in the area before she was killed and at the time of her death. But why would he kill her?
Did the gun give us anything?
No, it had been cleaned. Clearly a pattern. Someone is one step ahead of us. Who else have we got?
Sylvain Dubois?
Dubois, Sylvain Dubois. C'est français?
Yeah, that's what I said. French. He's staying at the manor, spotted canoodling with Jane Walters 1 minute, Olivia Jones the next. Maybe Sylvain Dubois was tired of Jane. He wanted a bit of excitement with Olivia. That's what happens, isn't it? I mean, it's a tricky business, love. Maybe it's a love triangle. Oh, that never ends well.
But why would Sylvain kill Erwin? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, we know he's Monty Jones's business partner, but he's had his financial difficulties too in the past.
Could it be Synod syndrome?
What?
Didn't you say that Erwin was possibly going to receive a share of the company?
I did.
Then she'd have a voice. And what if it was a voice that Sylvain didn't want to hear? Happens all the time at the synods.
Does a synod always end in murder?
Well, not usually, no.
Mais oui, bien sûr, je pense un petit tête-à-tête avec mon chéri is needed. Rhys. He left the canal before I did, so maybe he had gone to the hut to meet Jane. Plus, we know that he has a motive for murder. What with the old money thing, root of all evil and all that.
Yeah, but the thing is, didn't you say Rhys was with a woman last night? He just can't remember who.
I did.
If he was, who was she?
Ooh, indeed. You see, us women possess a superior, some might say, psychic intuition, a sort of gut instinct for what people are feeling and thinking, based on an uncanny ability to read people's facial expressions and body language. I would say that the woman that Rhys spent the night with is in this room. Isn't that right, Sheila? A slight shift of the body and avoidance of eye contact. Plus, the last time I saw this unusual shade of lipstick was smeared across Rhys's torso shouting arse. Feel free to stop me at any point.
Sheila? With Rhys?
Don't sound so surprised. Little Miss Know-It-All isn't the only cougar around here to bag a younger man. Suck it up. You all went home early and left me. Rhys and I got talking, had a few drinks, got a little bit out of control. One thing led to another.
Oh, spare us the details. All we want to know is, can we rule him out or not? Did you have your wicked way with him, or vice versa, and then did he go and kill Erwin?
Oh, to be honest, I don't remember either. So, he could have, yes.
Oh, James!
They finally let me out.
Oh, so Tony and I are going to go and tackle Monsieur Lothario. You sure you want to be here, James?
Not really. I have to do this. I need answers. I have plenty of time to rack my brains. Something doesn't add up. I need to speak to Monty about Erwin. His daughter felt the need to keep so many secrets from me.
Well, I'll try to find out where Monty and Olivia were when Jane Walters was killed.
And Erwin, for that matter.
Seriously?
What? Everyone is a suspect until I can prove otherwise.
You can't really believe that Monty would kill his own daughter, or Olivia for that matter.
Oh, abso-bloody-lutely. You really don't want to get on the wrong side of a woman mid-hot flush. I imagine.
Oh, crikey.
Everything. I need to know everything. What were her exes like?
What were her eggs? Well, how would you... I'd say they were probably just, maybe a little bit... Well, maybe a decade or so older than her. Sorry.
It's fine, Agatha. I get it. She had a penchant for the older man. What else?
Well, Kareem, very shouty man, knew that Erwin was about to inherit shares in the family business, but he ditched her anyway. And then there was Paul Abbasi. He also knew, but chose to walk away, even though he claimed that he still loved her. I mean, does that make any sense to you?
No. None at all.
So, I mean, one ex was a restaurant entrepreneur, the other one was a wannabe fund manager, so I would think that there must be some sort of connection to money.
Not with me. An ex-army gent who writes history books. Successful as they are right now, I'm hardly a carry, am I?
I think that's sort of the point, James.
Which means what, exactly?
It means that she really did love you. Hello. You're looking thoughtful. Or guilty. Maybe just a bit puffed out, I can't quite tell.
I was just thinking about Jane. And how she'll never see Nantes.
Oh. Well, you didn't seem to be thinking about her yesterday when you were getting up close and personal with Olivia.
I saw you and Olivia embracing.
That was business.
Ah. Do you always embrace people you do business with?
On completion, often. In France, it is only polite if one is a gentilhomme.
Well, you'll be a gentilhomme with a humdinger of a black eye if you don't start telling the truth. Now tell me, why would you need to do business with Olivia?
Olivia is the major shareholder in the company, of course.
Drink this.
Jane used to make this for me. Would you like a cup?
Don't be forcing our guests to drink that muck. I can get you a coffee if you prefer.
I'm fine. I don't do caffeine after 11 a.m.
Erwin was a very complex creature. Beautiful, but complex. Wouldn't you agree, Olivia? I separated from Erwin's mother at the worst possible time. When Erwin was going through adolescence. She stayed with a mother who was, well, promiscuous would be the polite word.
And Erwin was affected by that?
Confused, I would imagine.
Her mother wasn't the greatest role model. Men were coming and going the whole time. And as Erwin grew up, she seemed to swing between a sort of chaste romantic energy and...
older man.
Sorry to butt in, but could I just ask? Sylvan said that you are a major shareholder in the events company. Is that right?
It is. Why?
Oh, well, I just got the impression that it was more your husband's venture, that's all.
Not at all. Olivia's the real power behind the Gonad's throne. She built up the company, not me.
Although I've not been top of my game lately. I started feeling rubbish and going proper bonkers a few months ago. I have tried a lot to stop it, but it just gets worse. Nothing stops this intense heat and the anxiety that invades like an imposter in the middle of the night, constantly feeling like a butterfly trapped in a cocoon. Anyway, I have been neglecting my duties of late and Sylvan and Monty's business plans, amongst other things.
Things like Erwin being given a share in the company? That sort of thing?
Yes. Oh. It's a sore point, I'm afraid. Monty wanted to, but I wasn't sure, because I didn't think it was fair on Rhys.
Which I totally understand.
Right. So, Khan's a bit of a hothead.
Mm-hmm.
Best let me do all the talking.
Okay. Ah, Brendan.
You've got a cheek. As I see here, you. Braised ox cheek in a red wine jus. How very appetizing.
Sadly, we're full.
Really? Well, I won't keep you long. Unfortunately, there's been another death. So I was wondering about your movements yesterday afternoon.
I was there. I'm always here. Now, if you don't mind.
He's such a lovely young man.
Who?
The sous chef, Brendan.
Oh,
He comes to choir practice every other Thursday.
that he does.
Wonderfully flexible base.
Really?
Charles.
Well, we're still none the wiser about Karim Khan's movements. He says he was here.
He wasn't, though. I asked Brendan. He said he was out all afternoon.
So where was he? And what is he covering?
Is that the other one?
2 ex-fiancés hooking up. That's a bit off, isn't it? And who's he on the phone to?
As I'm on a roll, I'll go and find out.
Okay. I'll see you then.
Piece of cake.
Did you hear what he said?
Every word.
Which was?
Oh, something about meeting the barge at 5 p.m.
The barge? You mean Reese's barge, right? Or do you mean the barge in? Or is Reese the next target? Or was he the voice on the end of the phone?
It was definitely a male voice.
Right. Okay, well, whatever. We need to get there. We need to get close to the action. How are we going to do that?
Maybe we can hire a barge.
How are we going to rustle up a barge? Do the police have a barge? A Sarge barge?
No, Agatha, we don't.
If push comes to shove, we could take Lady Lena.
We could do what to Lady who?
Lady Lena. Charles's barge. She's moored on the same stretch of canal. I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
Well, you kept this little beauty quiet, didn't you, Charles?
Yes, I don't really use it much. Not really my mode of transport, you know.
What on earth made you buy a pleasure boat?
I didn't. It came with the canal.
He'll hear.
It's okay. I've got a visual on him.
It'll take more than the pop of a cork to distract him.
What time is it?
4:40.
Yeah.
Aha.
Champers.
Thank you. Ladies?
Oh, lovely.
Oh, Bill, what have we got?
Well, I'm trying to dig about a bit, see if there was any other reason Karim Khan might have called off his engagement. Nothing yet, although the restaurant was shut at the time he and Erwin were together, apparently.
I wonder why.
I might have something. I've dug up an old article from when they lived in Wales. So, Jones's business, or more accurately, the Davis business, Olivia Davis, as was before she married Monty, is indeed the majority shareholder. Says here, her dad worked his way up from nothing to provide a better future for his children. All 9 of them. He started with a steam railway near a place with a really long name in Anglesey.
Oh, I know. Llanfair Pulwyn Gilgo Geri Windrobo Llan Thessilio Gogogoch.
Anyway, Olivia expanded it when she met Monty, used to run outward bound courses, whatever that is. And then they bought land and moved here. This salty dippy thing is lush. What is it?
That, Tony, is Royal Caspian Beluga Caviar. One of the rarest in the world.
Really? It's nice.
I reckon you just chowed down about 2 grand's worth.
At least.
What? I've just eaten more than 2 months' rent.
Yes. Expensive taste, this one, Bill. I'd make a run for it while you still can.
Reese is on the move.
Right, quick! Go, go, go!
Go where?
Follow the barge! Oh, Captain, my Captain, move it!
Well, no one said anything about sailing it.
You don't sail a barge, Charles. It has an engine.
Yes, I know. It's just that I usually have Gustav to do all this sort of thing.
You just turn it on.
Mind out.
Marvellous. Okay, well, hoist the mainsail, raise the anchor, and Godspeed, everybody.
Oh.
Well, we'll have to run.
Run? Seriously? He might be gone for ages. Just...
I appear to be out of champers.
It's no good. We're on the wrong side.
We need to cross back there.
Mutiny! Cowards!
We're crossing over!
What?
Let me go for it!
Shortcut!
Sorry. Hey, I'm requisitioning!
What are you...
Oh, Agatha. Just taking a chunk out of my biscuits.
Really? Well, I've achieved many things in my life, but I would say that's right up there.
This way, Agatha, come on, he's getting away.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone,
What now?
Well, we need to find Reese. We need to get Charles and Sarah to go back to Karim Khan's and find out what he was meeting with Paula Bassi about earlier.
What do you want me to do?
Get Sheila, go back to mine and start digging.
How do we get past Wilkes? If he sees me, he'll have me arrested again.
Probably have us all arrested this time.
Where are you, Sergeant Wong? I need you here. I'm at the canal, at the bit where... Well, there's a canal, water, the thingy-jigger step on. Did I say water? Boats, and me, and everything.
Sir?
Huh. Where did you spring from, dear Swan?
Followed your directions, sir.
You see, it's all about observation, Detective Sergeant.
Olivia, we were wondering if you might be able to tell us where Reese is.
No idea. Why? What's happened?
I'm afraid there's been another murder.
Your stepdaughter's ex, Paula Bassi. Well, it would appear that he wasn't quite over her.
He was killed on Reese's boat.
God, is Reese okay? Oh, no. No, you've got it wrong. Reese wouldn't hurt a fly. He may seem like a waster, but he's a good lad.
Well, can you tell us where we might find him?
This time of day, try the pub.
Oh, I'm sensing this whole blended family setup isn't quite the Waltons.
You could say that.
Reese said that Erwin was travelling when you two met, is that right?
That's right. She came to live with us after we were married.
Naturally, she's my daughter, Olivia. Why wouldn't she come live with us?
She just tipped up out of the blue, Monty.
We'd been estranged. Mrs. Reason, she'd gone travelling. Then one day she reached out. Said she wanted to come home.
And nothing was ever the same again.
Here's hoping.
Well, you're no saint, but you've certainly got a future.
Oh, really? You think so? What, above and beyond being the one before the one, helping prep people for their own true love?
Oh, God, sorry, is that how it came
A
across?
little bit.
Maybe I'm just the one before the one for you.
Yeah? Or maybe I just don't want to be defined by a relationship. What do you think Olivia meant when she said nothing was ever the same again?
I guess Just that the first flush of romance died down once they were all living under the same roof. The dynamic was different with Erwin there.
My. You are one rather laid-back, cool customer, aren't you?
Why do I get the impression you don't mean that as a compliment?
Kill someone, then go for a pint. Not your average day. Or maybe it is for you.
Kill someone? What are you on about now?
Oh, I know your game. You kill Polybassi on your barge, then you hot-foot it to the pub. Not so much to celebrate, but to plant an alibi.
Lots of people see you, which places you here for a certain amount of time.
Then you hot-foot it back to your barge, dump the body in the dead of night.
I have no idea what you're on about.
And by the time it's found and an approximate time of death is established...
You can just say it wasn't me, Gov.
I was in the pub all night.
Or I'm just having a beer as I always do at this time of day. Moor my barge at a spot nearest the pub, have a couple of cheeky ones, and then head home. What do you want about Paul for? And why would he be on my boat?
Are you saying that you didn't phone Polybassi earlier today and arrange to meet him on the barge?
The last I saw of Paul was you legging it up the canal yesterday chasing him.
Oh. He was always such a happy child.
What happened?
Finer things in life have always suited me. Mummy and Daddy always used to take us away on a barge. Same time every year. James loved it. You know, he'll always be my little brother. You know, he was never a scrap of bother. Such a shame he'd lost the love of his life. He really deserved a shot of happiness after all the heartache.
Wait, what are you looking at?
The wedding photos that weren't. I took a few shots by selfie. Oh, I can hardly bring myself to look at them all, let alone show James. He'll be heartbroken.
So was living in the big house all just a bit too much for you? Get on your nerves, did they? Is that why you like playing the big captain on the little wee longboat?
Yeah, you would say that. It's not how I see it. Look, I love my mum to bits. She's brilliant, but she changed. Things started going a bit haywire, like, what with Erwin tipping up.
Did they know? What sort of things?
Let's just say it's not and has never been a marriage made in heaven. Separate bedrooms and all that. Erwin arriving on the scene just brought matters to a head. That's why I'm well out of it.
Such a shame. Such a waste of a church.
Hey.
When are you two going to tie the knot? Or don't young people do that these days?
Not really, no.
We've traced a text message Jane Walters sent before she called Agatha.
Changing the subject, I see. Typical man.
Where is Agatha?
She went to look for Reese, so maybe the Joneses' house?
Then she's in danger.
And that's who she texted, right? Thank you, Bill. Yes, I'm fine. And yes, James is here with me. Listen, we're just going to go and have a quick word, okay? Trust me, Bill. Okay, goodbye.
Good news, I take it.
You could say that. Hooey! Anyone at home? Hello?
Sorry, we were just leaving. We're meeting Monty to try out a new paintball gun.
Well, the paintball guns will have to wait, I'm afraid, because we need to have a quick word.
Really? Now? Can't it wait?
Yes. No, and no, it can't.
It's important, Olivia.
It's also private. So if you'd like to tootle off and play with your guns.
Olivia?
It's fine. I'll catch up with you. Don't make any decisions till I get there. I want final approval.
Oh. You, might want to lay off that fermented stuff you seem to be guzzling.
No. It's a godsend, this.
Really? What is it?
Kombucha tea with sage. It's one of Jane's recipes. She always had a pot on the go. Now, Sweet Monty makes it for me.
I see. Well, about the moods, the swings, the moments of sudden irrational behaviour. Did the red mist sometimes descend upon you regarding Erwin? I mean, think about it. Here's this daughter that you barely knew. Suddenly she's here. Everyone treats her like a princess. She is the centre of attention. The centre of Monty's universe. And he wants her to be a partner in your company. The company that your family built up. Now everyone, including me, dislikes or disapproves of your son, and yet everyone seems to be gushing over Erwin. Ooh, that must have been truly galling.
It could be wearing, yes.
Might even make you feel jealous, envious, murderous even.
Yes, to all those things. I freely admit that I am not overly in control of my emotions at the moment. But I didn't kill her.
And Jane?
Oh, now, hang on a minute. I would never lay a finger on Jane.
Well, Jane called me just moments after she sent a text to a phone that was registered to you.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
Why is it on your phone?
Well, Sylvan has a supplier in France who gets all our phones. My name is on the contract. Everyone that works for me has one. Right, if you don't mind, I need to check on what those two are up to.
Gonna start charging you two rent. What do you want now?
We want to know what Paul Abassi was doing in here earlier.
Who? Lots of people come in here for food. That's what folk mainly come in here for.
Nice try, but we're not buying it. What did he really come in here for?
Lunch. The amount of people who can't rustle up some grub, you'd be surprised. Can you?
No.
You wouldn't be lying, would you? Like you were about your movements yesterday? Doesn't it say in the Bible, thou shalt not lie, Vicar?
It's also one of the 10 Commandments, Charles, yes?
There you go. Paul Abassi was found murdered today. Coincidence? I don't think so.
You can tell the truth, or I can stand in my pulpit and tell my congregation about the evils of bullying in the workplace and restaurants that I know perpetuate it, i.e. yours. And that would not be good for business, would it? Would it?
Sorry, was that a bit too harsh?
Not at all. Seems you have him by the short and curlies, Vicar. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Khan?
At least she speaks her mind, unlike you pompous smarmball.
Sir Pompous Smarmball, actually.
Tony? Is there something I should know? You're staring at wedding photos.
Sheila airdropped me them.
You haven't taken your eyes off them since the boat.
That's odd, right? It's not like father and daughter, is it? That's more like a lover's tiff.
I swear, I never met Paul Abassi until today. He just turned up out of the blue. He wanted to know why I broke it off with Erwin.
Which was because?
It's not just Erwin we had in common. Turns out neither of us are blessed with a great business sense. He set out on his own to be a fund manager, but by his own admission was more of a financial advisor. And not a good one, it turns out. I'd fallen on hard times too.
The restaurant being closed as a result.
I couldn't risk another failure, so we both took the money.
What money?
He was very, very persuasive. Wouldn't take no for an answer and kept raising his offer.
Who did?
Monty. Monty Jones paid us to pull out.
Just not convinced by Olivia's menopause condition. There's something definitely not right there. I think we're onto something with Monty. We need to check dates and just probe into his life a little bit more.
Check Erwin, too, including her socials.
All right, we'll do.
Bill, those photos aren't right.
Well, they could just be close. I have a intense relationship with my mother.
It's a fair point.
There's close and there's close.
Right. Everyone is here.
What are we doing?
Charles, we are going paintballing. Ah.
What have you done with Sheila?
Oh, she fell asleep. Champagne coma on the sofa.
It's very good.
Nifty little piece, isn't it?
Source them from my supply company in France. They can ship them over here in their hundreds if we want.
We do want. Very good, Sylvan. Very good.
Bonjour, monsieur. Might we, interrupt your little game? Might want to put your toy down while I'm talking to you.
Jane Walters sent a text before she called Agatha.
She did. And that text was sent from a phone that you had sourced. Did you talk to her?
No.
Ah. Did you?
Jane? No.
How did you know that Erwin was Monty's daughter?
Well, because he told me that she was. And she was definitely a daddy's girl.
After a fashion, perhaps.
What is this? What are you trying to insinuate about me and my beloved daughter?
That she's not your daughter. She's not even called Erwin.
Well, that's outrageous.
You see, we did a little bit of digging around in her social media accounts, and I found another account in the name of Ella Hamilton, and that account goes way back. And guess who she hangs around with pretty much all of the time?
Nonsense.
Is it? Look. Caught. In flagrante. Erwin's not your daughter, is she? Go on, tell me how it all happened then. The two of you met yonks ago. You fell in love. But the problem is, neither of you had any money. That is, until you meet successful single mother of one. Enter Olivia Davies. See where I'm going with this?
Still nonsense.
What do you reckon, Olivia? Does this look like nonsense to you?
So you marry Olivia and jackpot. You marry into the business, move in together at the manor house and bring your girlfriend in later.
Lush. Tidy, even. Only not so tidy. Ooh, dear. Where did it all go wrong?
You tell me. You know, you seem to have it all figured out.
Back off!
So, what happened? Did Erwin get impatient? Waiting far too long to be made an honest woman of? Well, honest-ish. She rather liked the older gentleman too, didn't she?
Shut it!
Oh, I think I maybe touched a nerve there, didn't I? She was flirting with them to wind you up for attention. And it worked, didn't it? Because sometimes she got engaged to them, so you paid them off and she came back. Because she didn't love them, did she? She loved you.
What about Paula Bassi?
Trying to blackmail me. Threatened to talk, so I lured him to Reese's barge.
She wrote everything in that diary, and when Jane found it, she texted you.
And your dirty little secret was out.
I said, when enough time had passed, when we had control of the company.
Ah, yes, the shares in the company. And as soon as Olivia caved in on that, you and Erwin would have complete control.
Then I divorced Olivia.
And live happily ever after with your daughter.
But she stalled, didn't she? Was that around about the time that you became ill? What did you do? Slip a little something into her menopause tincture? Was that it?
Wasn't difficult. given all the concoctions Jane was making for her.
Well, go on, then. What was it exactly?
Thyroxin.
Slowly poisoning her, making her think that she was losing her mind, confusing her, in order for her to relinquish the company, so that you and Erwin would have complete power.
No!
And then she met...
Me? She didn't want to share in the company anymore, did she? Because she didn't want you.
No, she didn't. Because you, Lacey, were the real deal. That was the problem. All the others were just to get my attention. But you... Erwin fell in love with you. Telling me we were over. That she wanted to be with you.
That's why he wanted to talk, isn't it? To get rid of me. But Erwin stopped you, didn't she?
And that was why you had to kill her. Because you couldn't take the rejection. You couldn't bear to see Erwin happy. With James.
Put the gun down, Monty. It's over. That's for Erwin.
Tragic, really, wasn't it? All for love.
Saddest for James, though, really.
Even if Erwin loved me, she wasn't the person that she pretended to be. So maybe I didn't really know her at all. I don't know. Clearly marriage isn't for me.
Me neither. Although, I think it may be for someone in your family.
Why not? The church is always available.
Ha-ha! Great news! I found the ring!
I didn't know you lost it.
Ah, long story. Ah!
Are you going to propose to someone, Charles?
When hell freezes over.
To be fair, I think marriage is a banging idea.
Not for Charles.
Life is short. Love is elusive. So when you find it, you've got to grab it with both hands. I'll get my own ring, thanks, but... I know I want to be with you. I know I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Will you marry me?
Nice day for a white wedding.
It's actually only an engagement, sir.
No, sir, today, please. Today, you can call me Detective Chief Inspector Denzel.
Big old whopper coming through.
Well, read the card.
Oh, right. Ha! Agatha. Seems a shame to let the cake go to waste. And a huge thank you for setting me free. I feel young and alive again. I am woman, hear me roar. Best, Olivia.
My work here is done. Now, is it just me, or are you trying to have a moment with me?
Might be. You do manage to turn people's lives upside down, don't you?
Without even trying. It's my speciality.
I'm okay, before you ask. I'll survive. You?
Always. A toast to Bill and Tony. To the future. And to freedom. Let's hear you roar!